Welcome to Fandom Fueled Character Driven, where we are bringing together some of the most talked about rising stars in film and TV. These actors have taken on iconic roles and entered massive fan universes, and from viral moments to deeply personal performances, they've shown us what it means to lead with heart, talent, and purpose, all under the watchful eye of you guys, millions of fans. So without further ado, let's welcome our incredible panelists. From Netflix's One Piece as Monkey D. Luffy, Iñaki Godoy. From Percy Jackson and the Olympians as Annabeth Chase, Leah Jeffries. From My Life with the Walter Boys as Jackie Howard, Nikki Rodriguez. From Wednesday as Bianca Barclay, Joy Sunday. And from Wicked and Wicked for Good as Nessa Rose Throp, Marissa Bode.
Oh, where am I supposed to sit? Just like here? All right. I wasn't sure where I was supposed to sit, but I think we're fine.
Yeah, everybody good? We got our mics? How we doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Hi.
Yes, sir! Woo!
Welcome to Fandom Fueled, y'all. I'm so excited to talk to you. So I'm gonna start off with a question kind of for the group. So I'd love for us to start talking about the breakout moment. So each of you has been part of a project with gigantic fandoms online. Fan edits, fan cams, Reddit threads, the whole 9 yards. Was there a situation, one situation that made you realize, oh, people are really into this. They're really watching this.
I'm realizing I'm first in line. Oh my God.
I thought it was popcorn.
Yeah, we can pop whatever way, yeah.
Well, I will say, like, in the name of fan edits, I am such a big fan of fan edits, and like, there's many of them out there, and I love truly all of them. I was like, have I really made it if I don't have a fan edit? Like, I love them always. But yeah, that and just the outpour and the love and the connections and the different interpretations that fans have from the film, and yeah, I love seeing and hearing everybody's different interpretations for sure.
I have to say, I am on the Reddit threads for other shows. I mean, I'm totally, like, that's where I go straight to after I finish an episode. So, you know, it has the suggested ones, and then the Wednesday one pops up, and you see hundreds of comments, and you're like, wow, people really are online talking about this, which is very, very cool. So, shout out to Reddit users out here.
And shout out to the TikTok fan cam editors. Y'all are doing the real work.
Yes, the Lord's work.
Yeah, shout out to the TikTok editors, for real. I love watching them. I think when season 1 came out, I was so surprised to see so many, and I really, really love them. People are so talented. So I think, yeah, when season 1 came out, it was just so cool to watch everybody be so creative about it.
So the communities of your fandoms, of your franchises, are so intense, but also so devoted. What is something that a fan has done or said to you that has kind of stuck with you, like a "this is why I do it" moment?
Whoa. Oh my God. Well, you know, I think there was this one time where I was at this comic convention, and this little kid was dressed up as Luffy, and he just came up to me and he said, "I want to be an actor too." And I think in that moment I realized, wow, I think this show has the power to inspire people to do things, and that made me very happy. I see, for example, right now someone wearing a straw hat right there, and it makes me so happy to be here with all of you guys, and just I see another Luffy right there. That's very inspiring. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do my best. So yeah, I just love seeing people so excited about it. It makes me happy too.
Yeah.
Sure. For me, I think I was actually walking around at the mall, and there was this girl that came up to me, and she was like, she has brown skin like me, and she came up to me and she looked like she was actually about to cry. She was like, "Leah, you don't understand, like, seeing someone that looks like me on TV, that's so brave and so strong, it means a lot to me, and it makes me want to act so people can see me like that, because people at school don't think I'm brave and stuff, and just watching you on the show knows that I can be like that. And that really channeled me, like, to play Annabeth so strong, you know what I mean? Like, Annabeth has always been strong, you know, she's the, like, daughter of Athena, but without that title, you want to still see that in her. And after that, like, that honestly changed me, and I went to work the next day, like, I'm ready, y'all. Let's go ahead, I'm locked in, so, yeah.
I love that. So being in a show or a movie with a huge fandom isn't always about acting. It's about oftentimes joining something that is so much bigger than you. How do you personally handle all of the expectations that come with that?
I think you make expectations for yourself and set goals for yourself instead of, allowing other people to make them for you. And I think that's what we can always do in life, right? We can always just, set an aspiration for ourselves and, be gracious with ourselves if we don't make it. Because that's, it's a learning curve and we can't be perfect. We're still human after all. So yeah, I don't feel the weight of the world when it comes to doing my art, because it is my art at the end of the day. It's all I can take with me, so.
Agree.
That's a great segue, actually, because I think, there is so much discourse about all of the titles on the stage that you guys belong to. And fan feedback, I feel like stars are more often now talking about how that feedback actually does impact the creative process. So I wonder, has feedback from online discourse or fandoms actually impacted the way that you've approached a character before or approached a scene? And if not, how do you really tangibly protect your creative instincts without all of that noise?
Well, for me personally, I think feedback has been something important to me. I think it depends on the show, it depends on the person. Because of One Piece, of course, it's been going on for so long, and even though I know a lot about it, there are still many things that I don't know. And I always enjoy talking with my friends that are caught up with the manga, talking with people that have seen the whole anime, and I like hearing what they think about the characters, what they think about the world. And of course, we can always be better, we can always learn new things. What works, you take, and what doesn't work, you don't. But I think it's important to hear opinions. I think so, yeah.
Anybody want to add anything?
That's what I said.
So as each of your franchises expand, you are also expanding and growing too. So fans watch those journeys very closely. How do you, Joy, I love what you said about really setting expectations and goals for yourself. How do you stay grounded to evolve in real time? How do you stay connected to you when everyone else has a different version of you in their heads?
For me personally, it truly is just surrounding myself with people I really do love and care about and know that will hold me accountable for anything and call me out on whatever it is, but also just consistently remind me of my own personal morals and keep me grounded in that way, and of course my family as well. I think this past year navigating the whole world that all of this is, it can be tricky to sometimes not necessarily get lost in it, because I do feel personally that I have a very strong mindset and I know my own morals, but in general, it can be hard to not either compare or not compare or whatever it is. But yeah, my friends and family always keep me very grounded.
Actually, okay, this kind of has to do with the first part of what you said about growing up. I feel like this is a really big connection with me because I've been acting for so long, and right after COVID and stuff was kind of close to when I got the part. And basically, I didn't go to school for like a good like 6 years in between, like in-person school. I still did school, okay? I'm smart, guys. But the thing is just like, I got to grow up with Annabeth, so when I got the part for Annabeth, I played the part as if I didn't really know what in-person school was, because I didn't, you know, like I haven't been there in a while, so I didn't know what like high schoolers did or what middle schoolers did and stuff, like I didn't really know. So once the show, the first season had ended, and you know, guys, at the end, like it says like we're gonna make a pact, and he asked me like, have you ever been to school? Like go to Disneyland and all that stuff, and I've actually never been there before at the time. So I was able to enjoy Disneyland. I was able to go to school during the hiatus break, and I was able to come back and actually, instead of trying to act in season 2, I was actually able to like give my own perspective of it, you know what I mean? Like I was able to go to my first freshman year of high school, scary, and like but I did meet so many great people though. I met so many of my best friends, and I was able to come back and just like feel like I've actually experienced it, so yeah.
I love that.
If I can answer that quickly, I think I've worked my way up to this point. Not to say that other people haven't, but like I, was in the streets auditioning, all that jazz. And so, I've got actor friends and I've got creative friends, and they're still my pals, and they're still, creative. And I think that's what keeps me grounded. Is at the end of the day, I'm just an artist, and despite having all this fanfare around it, it's just what I do, and so that's what keeps me grounded. It's it's the only thing I can do, really. I don't have any plan B when it comes to acting. But to your point, it is about surrounding yourself with people who will keep you on the ground and who will remind you where you come from. Parents included. But yeah, it's just about staying true to the art, and the fanfare is nice. It's nice to know that people appreciate it, but at the end of the day, that's not always going to be the case,
Right.
and so that's why you have to hold strong to what you love doing.
Yeah, and hold on to people who know you as Joy and not just Bianca.
Yeah.
Have y'all gotten used to people seeing you in the street and calling you by your characters' names? Yeah. How did you get used to it? Like, what is that like?
I turn so fast when people call me Jackie. It's just like second nature.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, because I feel like a little bit of both. So yeah, it's not weird to me at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, hello, yeah.
You're like, Jackie, yes? What has been the most unexpectedly joyful or fulfilling part of being in a show or a movie that has such a large fandom? Is it like diving into those Reddit threads like you said, Joy, or is it just having those in real life fan interactions?
I love the fan arts. I really like them. I love to like sometimes wake up, I see a post that they tag me in, and it's a super cute drawing of me and my character. That's one thing that I love about being in a show that so many people like. I have a bunch of like wallpapers that I can use for my phone. It's great, yeah, and it's me, I like it a lot.
That's perfect.
And also, yeah, the TikTok edits, for sure. Yes, I like that too. It's cool, yeah.
I think it's really cool to have such a widespread effect, because also for girls who look like myself, it means that they know that something that someone like me is a part of is so beloved, and that's awesome to know that somebody sees that as, inspiration.
Yeah. Exactly. Please give it up for that. What about this journey has taught you something about yourself that you didn't expect? And what did you learn?
For me, it's really learning to let go a little bit and learning to be okay with not being so perfect all the time. I think that's a really big thing that I'm still learning every single day.
So
And
hard.
it's so easier said than done. But that's been a big journey for me. Yeah.
Anybody else?
I feel like, wait, say that one more time. Honest to goodness, it literally just left my head, I promise you.
No,
You said-
you're good. It was a long question. So what about this journey has taught you something about yourself and that you didn't expect? And what did you learn?
Okay, this journey specifically, like, are we talking about just the show or all acting?
However you want to interpret it.
Okay, well, if I'm talking about just this show, because it has such a big fandom, it's taught me a lot, but it's also taught me to be humble, you know? Like, I've done like other projects and I've gotten noticed for it and things, but just not as much as this. And kind of a little bit of a sidetrack thing that I want to say, but it's just like, I feel like whenever someone comes up to me and stuff, like I still treat them with respect. I'm still super happy to see them and everything. Like, because if that was me approaching someone like that I want to see, I would want them to say like, hey, like how are you doing? Like I don't want to treat them bad. I love every single one of you guys, and yeah, thank you guys, love y'all. But yeah, no, so like. It's just like I feel like it's taught me a lot. It's taught me to be humble in things, and also like just I don't know how to explain it, but just like I feel like this show actually this is a good connection. I've been on this show. This is my first time being on a show with actual kids that are around my age. I've always been in a show that was always adults, and so I've always known to just be like very quiet and look around and be like, yes sir, yes ma'am. But I was able to let go, and I was able to actually like be with these people and just have such a great time. And it's helped me also like connect with like you guys and things. Like I'm not just saying hi to like grown adults and stuff as fans. Like I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, that's the most happiest part about it.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great answer. And that's also a great segue into my next question. So for the many fans who like are in this audience as well, who see all of you as possibility models, what do you hope they learn from your shows and movie roles, but also how you carry yourselves off screen?
Sorry, I was distracted.
Me too. Me too. Can you say it one more time? I also was distracted. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. There's
This
so
is
many
my
beautiful
TikTok
faces
brain,
in the
short
right-
attention span.
It's okay. So for young fans who see you as possibility models, what do you hope that they learn from the roles that you take on screen, but also how you carry yourselves off screen?
I was having a conversation with my dad not so long ago, and we were talking about like my journey and how it all happened. And I said to my dad, like, yeah, I think I just got very lucky, you know, because I've been acting since I was 4 and I did a lot of shows, but you know, like I didn't know that One Piece would come into my life and that all of this would happen. And I was like, yeah, I think it's just luck. But then my dad looked at me and he was like, shut up. It's not just luck, because you create that luck and you build your opportunities. And I was listening to him, and he said, you got into acting lessons when you were 4, right? But you know, like, you got good at it because you liked it and you gave your best. Then you decided, you know, I want to like try acting in shows and movies. So you went to your teachers, you spoke to them, and you started doing auditions. And you started doing auditions, you got one role. Every single time you went to work, you put in the effort. You did one movie, you did another one, right? All of a sudden, somehow, you got this opportunity to work outside of Mexico, but you went, you did it. It was out of your comfort zone because, you know, even though I can speak English, it was still like the first time I had to do it like that, right? But I did it, and then that opened up other opportunities. And then, sure, yeah, I was lucky that One Piece came into my life because I didn't know that audition was gonna come. But at the same time, if I wasn't in that moment because of all the things that I did before, even though I had that luck, it wouldn't have reached me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, even though sometimes it might not feel like it, you are actually very in control of your destiny. And the small actions that you take every single day start putting you in this path that is gonna create something for you, whatever that is. So if you're into music, get into guitar lessons, get into, you know, play that thing, and eventually like things are gonna lead you somewhere, you know? So that's how I carry myself, I think.
I think in the sense of something that and one of the big things that I've taken away from all of this is with the growing platform that I do have, I do feel a responsibility to encourage other people to use their voice no matter if they have a platform or not. And that's just one of the things that I've tried to consistently do and will consistently do and share with whatever audience I have, because I think it's extremely important. And then in terms of acting, I I think it's just, I'm from a small town in the Midwest, and this is like way beyond any of my dreams currently, even just being here. And it's just a thing of just trying, even if like you have like a doubt in your brain of it may not work out, but it also could. So I think it's just taking that extra leap and taking a little bit of a risk, and if it doesn't work out, that's totally fine. You can either pivot or try something else, and
But at
maybe
least
you
you
like that other
tried.
thing better. Yeah, at least you tried. Yeah.
I'd love to speak to the possibility model of it all. That seems really weighted and a lot of pressure. And to that point, I think, especially in this age with social media, we all are seeing finished products online. We're all seeing edited photos and edited videos and all that jazz. So we have this idea that what we put out there has to be polished, and who we are is always going to be refined, and that's not the case. And so I hope that people who look at me can see, a human and follow my journey and understand that it's not always going to be perfect. And I hope that that is the possibility model for you, is that you can be yourself.
So I have some more specific questions for you guys. I'm going to start with Marissa. So Wicked already has such an iconic place in pop culture, with fans who've been waiting years to see these characters on the silver screen. When you took on the role of Nessa Rose, what surprised you the most about how fans connected to the character? And to your
my
take on the
goodness.
character.
Oh my goodness. Well, one thing about the movie character, and of course the musical did a beautiful job already, but one thing I really do love about the musical is it really did expand on Nessa's character and her yearning for autonomy. And it was interesting to see a number of different fans' takes on that. Not to bring it back to the fan edits, but I do love the fan edits always. And so it was interesting to see and fun to see all the different edits on
You are very
everything.
online, aren't you?
I am chronically online, yes. Yes.
Join the club. It's okay.
For forever. I've always been so chronically online. Yeah. I should also definitely not be as much. I should read more for sure. Yes.
One day at a time.
Read
One day-
online.
Exactly. My partner's out there somewhere, always encouraging me to read more, as everybody else should too. Yeah. Hey, girl. Anyways, but yeah, that is my answer.
Yeah, I love that. So I'd love to go to Iñaki next. So One Piece fans are everywhere, literally and figuratively. I mean, right?
What's up, Luffy?
They know every frame of the original anime. They're all around the globe. They are so detail-oriented and emotionally invested. What is it like performing, knowing that your fans are so invested? And what have you done to ensure that you can connect with your international fans?
Sorry, can you repeat that last part of the question? Just like.
I know you mentioned when we were talking before this panel about learning a language to connect with your fans. So I wanted to actually hear more about that.
Yes, I can answer that. Yeah. Yes, well, talking about One Piece and what that means and all the responsibilities that it came with it. Well, One Piece has been going on for a long time, since 1997, if I'm not wrong. So, of course, it's something that a lot of people from a lot of different ages are very close to. So for me personally, I try my best to really understand the source material, to really understand why One Piece was so meaningful to so many people. I try to focus on protecting my character and what I think it's important to him, and talking about connecting with fans. Yeah, of course, One Piece was created in Japan, so I thought maybe I'm just gonna learn Japanese so that Japanese
Just
fans
casually.
can speak with Luffy. So, はい、日本語で話せるようになりました。ワンピースは日本で作られたから、日本人ワンピースのファンと、日本語で話すことができればいいと思って、2024年1月から日本語の勉強を始めました。もちろんまだたくさんわからない言葉があるけど、毎日勉強しています。頑張っています。はい。
This is what we talk about when we say actor
日
dedication.
本人ワンピースのファンがいる？ここにいる？誰か日本語で話せますか？あ、日本語で話せます？ Yeah, if there's any One Piece fans that can speak Japanese. Yeah? 日本語で話せますか？どうやって日本語の勉強をしていますか？ Oh, 日本で you study in Japan. That's awesome. Yeah, you're working in something with. You're working in the anime industry. That's so cool. Yeah, awesome. Well, nice to meet you. Ganbate. It's a hard language, so we're in it together. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, this is what we talk about when we say dedication. Okay, so another round of applause, please, for Iñaki.
すごい。
I would love to go next to the Joy Sunday. So, Bianca was a true breakout favorite of Wednesday season 1. What has it been like seeing fans not only love your character, but literally like reimagine her with cosplay and fan edits and seeing all of the ways that your character has been interpreted in real life?
I mean, the cosplay was pretty cool specifically just because, I mean, growing up, I didn't have that many characters to model myself after that, you know, truly looked like me. And so that was really inspiring, especially the shaved head. I mean, truly, it was very cool to see how many people dedicated themselves to that. So yeah, I mean, it's really special, and it's a privilege to get to witness that. And I hope to, you know, have a career full of that because we need more of it. We need more examples of expansive characters that look like everyone up here. So yeah, it's an honor.
Nikki, I'll go to you next. So the My Life with the Walter Boys fandom has some opinions, to say the very least. They are deeply invested in almost every romantic beat and every single storyline. Do you feel pressure to meet those wants, and how do you balance those with your own wants for Jackie?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think it's natural to feel a little bit of pressure, you know. But I really just try to be truthful and authentic to however Jackie is feeling in that moment. But it is so great to see how opinionated people are, you know. We meet people all the time, everywhere, and they'll be like, Team Alex, by the way, or Team Cole, by the way. I saw some Team Coles earlier, you know. So it's great. It's really it's just awesome that people are so invested and care in the way that they do.
And shout out to Team Jackie, by the way.
And shout out to Team Jackie.
And last but not least, Leah, stepping into the shoes of Annabeth is no small or easy feat. I mean, fans have been imagining her for years. When bringing her to life, what was your mind frame in terms of having Annabeth, honoring her on the page, and also still being you?
Well, this is the first show that I've done where someone has already been played by someone, you know what I mean? Like, so, and it was played by Alexandra Dario. She is amazing, by the way. Love you very much. Also, but being able to play Annabeth was something that I had to study from Alexandra, but also Annabeth herself in the books. With also making it myself, I feel like it wasn't really hard trying to get the characteristics because, in a humble way of saying this, like Annabeth is very brave, and I feel like that's how I am. Like I try not to give up in things. You know, I'm very strong, not physically, but just like mindset or mentally. And the stubborn part, though, I'm not very stubborn, so she has that on her own. But I feel like really the difference that I had to add myself into was the physicality part of it. You know, like obviously I don't have her skin tone. You know, she was originally like Caucasian, and I am a black person, and I feel like, and I'm very happy that you guys also like accepted me and stuff. Like, I love all of you guys so much. Thank you very much. But being able to also wear braids in the show, you know, like Annabeth, she has more like straight hair, and I'm able to have this, you know. So this is actually the hair for the show, by the way. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I had to do a lot of fighting in that hair room for this hairstyle. Okay, so be happy, please. But
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Thank you. But yeah, no. So basically, I just want to say that like, it wasn't too hard, but at the same time, it was a challenge just because she's already been played and you guys already had something. You know, if I was a fan, I would say like, I would want to, you know, see what I always read and things. So I go back into each season trying to play the best Annabeth that I can for you guys. So yeah.
So I'm going to open it up to the larger group again. New seasons and sequels are on the horizon for all of you. I know we can't talk about the details, unfortunately, for the crowd, but I would love for us to go one by one, and if you could describe your next season or sequel in 3 words, spoiler free, what would they be?
Spooky, witchy, slay.
Am I next?
Whoever wants to go next.
Dinosaurs and giants! Just saying.
I know nothing, but if I had a choice, hopeful, adventurous, mystery.
I like hopeful. That's good.
Me? Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you had. Hold on. Okay. My first one is disappearance for the 3rd season. Disappearance, strength, and beginning. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm like trying not to spoil anything in my head. I'm gonna say growth, fun, and change. It sounds the same, but it's different. Yeah.
I know I'm excited for every season and sequel on this panel. So as we continue to think about what's next for each of you, I would love to know, beyond these worlds that you're already a part of, what is your dream role or story or dream message that you want to be a part of next?
Oh my goodness. I would love to do, obviously, continue my acting career. I love horror. I also love coming of age stuff. But then in terms of like other things, I would love to do more on the grounds, like hands-on, just activism. And I like I said before, I do speak out a lot on my social media, but I would love to just continue to do like more hands-on things and to be a little bit more involved in organizing.
Yeah, I'd really love to find a way to make my platform effective when it comes to activism and action and organizing. So I'm right there with you on that. I would really love to explore some more athleticism. So I wouldn't mind a superhero or something like that.
We will make sure that Marvel or DC calls you, okay? Look, we're asking right now, out loud. We're claiming
I'm
it.
waiting. Yeah, I mean, I just love to explore so many different things. I mean, I've been directing again recently and have some things I've been producing in the pipeline and writing as well. So I'm excited to just expand.
We love a multi-hyphenate.
We do too.
So if anybody wants to add anything to that, let me know.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
say something really quickly?
Absolutely.
I've been literally waiting for this. Okay, all of my parts that I've always played is like it's either like brave or like tries not to give up, again stubborn, or just like tomboyish. A character that I really like, it's either two. I either want to play something really girly, like have me walk in with a full-on gown dress, please. I promise. I've never been girly in any of my shows I've been in. And then I want to play like, I don't want to make this connection, but I have to. Okay, do you? I haven't watched the show. I just from this character. Do you guys know Rue from Euphoria? You know, yeah.
Do we know Rue from Euphoria?
Okay, I know there's some parts that you're probably thinking like, oh, but the part that I'm thinking of is just I want to play someone that is like I really want to expand my acting, so I want to go into stuff that's really deep. Like I want people to really understand the backstory and things. Like I know there's some crying scenes like, oh no, Percy Grover, but like I really want to play like really. I'm sorry, I probably just spoiled everything, but I didn't. I swear, it's in the first season, okay? But just like I want to play a character that like is really deep, and you know, I really want to like watch it, and like I don't at this point, like I used to always care about how I looked on TV, like does my hair look straight? But like honestly though, like in a next film, like again, like I love to play a superhero, but like also just like I really want to do something that people really think and be like, okay, she worked really hard for this, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's something like
You
that.
want to explore and showcase your range. Yeah. Okay, so next we are so we have only a few minutes left, right? And I want to make the most of them. We had asked the fans to submit some questions. So we have one for each of you. So we're gonna go, we do have, you know, like I said, we're short on time, so we're gonna do it a little rapid fire almost, right? So we're gonna start with 2 general questions from @_dam_dams. If you weren't an actor, what would you want to be?
A musician.
What
Or a chef.
genre?
Art teacher, probably.
Actually, that's really smart. I want to be a neurosurgeon or a lawyer.
Okay, brains.
I don't know, maybe like professional Minecraft player, maybe. I'm actually in the process of exploring some mines right now, and yeah, found some gold. Just saying. So I do have a bit of a talent for Minecraft. Yeah, maybe just like game tester, I guess. Just like test games. I like that life. Sounds fun.
I would want to be a vet or work with animals in any way. I do that a lot on my own. I work at like I volunteer at wildlife refuges, but it's something I'm very fulfilled by. So I would love to do that.
If it's not Minecraft, I could do Fortnite too. Now that I think about it, I think.
Yeah, you have the range as well, you see? From @pjo.forever, what advice would you give to kids who want to start acting?
Just do it.
Honestly, yeah. Similar to what I said before, just like try. You never know. Yeah, just do it. Like he said.
Find people who can support you, like good friends.
That part,
that are
yeah.
gonna be on the way, and find a local theater and just get started.
Oh yeah, create your own art. I think that's also important. Write your own stories.
I would say read. Read a lot, and not just because, you know, reading is good for you, but also it shows you the range of human experiences, or even, you know, superhuman experiences. But also reading out loud. You know, get comfortable with your voice, and comfortable with showing narrative through voice, and yeah, read.
Iñaki, this one's from @RachelKDow. How did filming season 2 of One Piece compare to season 1?
Well, I think in season 1, there was I knew about One Piece, and I knew about my character, but you know, in between season 1 and season 2, a lot of things happened. I was able to go to Japan multiple times. You know, really like make good friends with Oda-san, the voice actors, the people at Shueisha, you know. I, of course, you know, lived in Japan for a little bit, and it's just, I just got so much closer to this story and this character. And I think I actually like, I understood the source material like very, very, very deeply, and I wasn't afraid to try new things. So yeah, I mean, compared to season 1, I was just more in control of, and more like confident, I think, which I think is gonna show on screen, because yeah, Luffy's a fun character, and I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Love that. Leah, this is from @KissesFromGaia. How does it feel to represent so many Black intelligent girls on screen?
Ooh.
This is
for you.
me. Okay. Sorry, say that one more time.
How does it feel to represent so many Black intelligent girls on screen?
Wait, one more time. I was still laughing. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on.
All right, lock in.
Yes. Okay.
How does
Yes.
it feel to represent so many Black intelligent girls on screen?
Okay, this is a really okay. It feels like a true honor, because I feel like people who are African American, like, or even color, like, you guys can understand this part. Like, you watch a lot of shows, and you see yourself, but that's not something that you would actually do or be like. You know what I mean? Like, they would, like, it's coming onto this show and stuff, and I'm a Black person that's also playing someone that's smart and things. It's like, you don't really see that all the time, you know, like you see something else. So being able to play that part, like, I felt like really, I'm not starstruck, but like I was really excited, but also just like amazed because like now, like black girls have something to look to, you know, like instead of putting on a show and then watching a person that maybe like is a dropout of school or something, like you're actually watching someone that is, I keep using the same word, but I'm gonna do it again, that's not giving up, and that is like, you know, like she's capable of doing things. She can do it on her own as well, you know, like she doesn't need someone else to help her. So being able to do that and give that to you guys, it's something that I'm also grateful to take on as myself.
For Nikki, this one's from @Eliana_Mo. If you could have any guest star join Walter Boy season 3, who would it be?
That's so hard to pick one. Can I think about this? I want to get the question right.
We can loop back to you.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Come back to me.
Joy, from @VampJD, what was your initial reaction to seeing yourself in contacts that were not your true eye color in season 1? And did you get to meet Gaga in season 2?
It's double-hander. I mean, you know, I expected it because they were going in my eyes. So I wasn't like, oh my God, what happened? But I mean, fairly freaky. We had to choose between different colors, actually. And we ended up on that one because it looked the most fishy. So yeah, it was interesting, to say the least. Yeah. But like, you know, part of the job. And did I get to meet Gaga in season 2? I did not. However, I did get to meet her last month. So that was great. We held hands.
I'm obsessed. Marissa, from @ClaraMRocha, how do you feel about contributing to disability representation on screen?
It means a lot to me because I also did not see people that looked like me really at all growing up, and if it was by someone who wasn't disabled in real life. And so being a part of that has been really cool, but also I think representation, for me anyways, is so important, but also, again, scratches the surface of disability issues. And so, again, just using my platform to really be able to speak about all disability issues has been really great, and encourage not just disabled people and give more of a lens, not just disabled people, to also be alongside us and look around a room, like if you see that there's inaccessibility, if there's not a ramp, like don't just wait for a disabled person, call it out, because also anybody can become disabled at any time. So just if you're not mindful of your peers, it could be you also. And yeah, community and finding community amongst one another and different minorities and backgrounds is always so important. So yeah, I'm really glad that I've been able to speak on disability rights issues further beyond just representation.
Absolutely, that's amazing. All right, Nikki, you ready to close this out?
Okay, I'm gonna go with a selfish reason, and I'm gonna say Viola Davis, because she is somebody that I would just love to work with. So I'm gonna say the selfish reason. I would love to work with Viola Davis.
That's a valid reason to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marissa, Joy, Iñaki, Leah, and Nikki, for giving us such a real look at life inside these enormous fandoms and reminding us that it's more than the roles you play, but how you stay authentically true to yourself. We will be carrying that energy with us throughout the rest of Summit, right? Yes, yes. So let's give it up for our panelists one more time.
Thank you.
That's right, that's right.
And
We
really
did it.
quickly, before we go, I just want to take a moment to celebrate our Virgos on this panel. Iñaki and Marissa, you guys just celebrated a birthday, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes.
And I would also like us to wish our Libras, Leah and Joy, a happy birthday. Their birthdays are next week. They're birthday twins.
We're twins. Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah. I know. Nothing ever happens on the 25th. If you open up a book, nothing ever happens on the 25th.
But
like
you
diary
happened on the
entries or
25th.
anything, so exactly.
You happened on the 25th.
We happen on the
Exactly.
25th.
Right. So let's please wish them a happy birthday and just celebrate their panel. Yay! Thank you, guys. Do y'all want to sing?
Happy belated to
Is
Nikki
that-
as well.
yeah?
'Cause-
Oh, it's your birthday
It's your
today.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much, guys. Are we going to sing happy birthday? Are we doing it? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.